Hello, my beautiful collective. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Dee. If you're returning, welcome back. Glad to have you back. This will be a general collective message. Take what resonates. Do not try to force a story to fit your narrative. This could be past, present, or future energy. Okay, all my readings are timeless. If you feel called to book a personal with me, all the information is in the description box below. So the energy I was feeling as I was, meditating and shuffling the cards today, it just feels like the collective energy is very in tune with their intuition, with their soul, with their higher self. It was giving very High Priestess, Hierophant energy. You can have heavy Pisces or Taurus placements. It also felt very balancing, like Justice, so you can have heavy Libra placements too, but it just feels like a lot of water energy. It feels very intuitive, very balanced, creative. It feels even stable, so earth energy as well. It just feels like it's flowing a lot. Like even with me the past week, my intuition has been super on point. And like left and right, I've just been getting good energy flowing towards me. Nobody being rude, nobody being weird. It's just been like good flowing energy. So you could be experiencing that, but it does feel like you guys are very in tune with your soul. You're very in tune with your higher self, like bringing your higher self down into the 3D and being very balanced in that. But yeah, we're gonna see where we go from here. I was also getting somebody who's watching you, but that was a very not as high of an energy as what I just told you guys, but we'll see. I think I cut the deck already. Yeah. Alright, so we have the Warrior number 2. I'm getting Aquarius with that. In the month of February, something could happen in February. High Priestess of Spirit number 7. Now, whenever that card comes out, like I said, I feel like you guys are very connected to your higher self, but also you're in a energy right now or a part of your journey, a part of your timeline where it's very significant and it's very led by spirit. So we might see a lot of major arcanas today. Maybe even the Tower. It could be a major transition or a shocking transition for you guys. Yeah, look at that. So we have self-worth, number 32. And then we have conclusions, number 12. Yeah, you're at the end of a cycle. You're walking into a new phase of life is what I'm getting. And then we have obedience, number 48. That always gives me Two of Swords energy. But it also feels like you don't see something coming. So let's see. Choices, number 46. And with the wings being black and white, is giving yin yang, feminine, masculine energy. And if you've been on my channel, I don't always get messages off of each card that comes out. So, but we'll see. I was also getting being very connected to your spirit team, your ancestors. If you resonate with being a Starseed, your star family, because that's what this energy feels like this week. I'm not even going to do a love reading because the past few love readings have been about and I focus on divine love, divine counterparts. Has really been about the shadow work of everything, focusing on your shadow work. So I don't think I'm going to do a love reading this week. Alright, we have the Ace of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands reverse, the Ten of Cups, and they're flipped upright. The Three of Cups. Sorry if you could hear the rain in the background. It's been raining all day. Whew, we got Judgment on the bottom. Told you. Pivotal moment. Higher self. Being connected. It may feel like a disappointment, but it's a blessing is what I'm hearing. It's giving the energy of having to give something up, having to let something go. Didn't I say we were going to see the Tower? You can have heavy Scorpio placements, but this is a pivotal moment for you. This is a huge change for you. It's like knocking all the old down and building a new foundation because you're in a new frequency. Is what I'm getting. Because the butterflies on the cards, butterflies are about transformation, and that feels like that's what you're doing. The Three of Swords, healing in the reverse. But yeah, you're at Judgment. You're about to step into a new chapter. So you're going through something very pivotal right now. I just feel like the retrograde we just got out of at the time of this reading was just so important to how we move forward. Because the energy was intense for a while. Like, I felt like you guys went through a huge hard lesson during the retrograde. And now everything is starting to balance out. It feels like balanced soul, balanced ego. Spirit, please clarify the Five of Cups for me and the theme. That's way too many. Six of Swords. The High Priestess reverse, Pisces energy. The Three of Wands. The King of Cups. The Six of Wands, the Queen of Wands, the Six of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands, the Ace of Cups, and the Five of Swords. The Page of Wands. It feels like for a long time you are very much in your ego. Your intuition was blocked. You are blocking your higher self and not really hearing the messages from your spirit team, from your spirit guides. It feels like you are very much in ego, accepting less than, not being honest and truthful with yourself, knowing when people were lying to you. Yeah, the Emperor. This is literally stepping into your power, stepping into your truth. You're starting to move on and choosing yourself and loving yourself is what I'm getting the most here. I feel like for a long time you always sat in disappointment. And it's giving the energy of, you know, not choosing yourself, not honoring yourself, not choosing your happiness, putting other people's happiness above your own is what I'm getting. And it's now you choosing to walk away and move on. It's you choosing to love you, which has been like the heaviest message recently. It's like you're learning to love yourself in this newfound energy, even though it's been hard, you know? But I do see you learning how to trust yourself more, using your discernment more in specific situations. We have the Ace of Pentacles in the present moment. Spirit, please clarify that Ace of Pentacles. Some of you could be quitting a job too. The Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. Like it's not worth it anymore. Three of Cups. Nine of Wands, the Magician, Gemini, Virgo energy. Look at that, the Two of Cups, the Tower again, the Empress. The Five of Cups, the Four of Swords, and then the Ace of Pentacles, clarifying the Ace of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles. Yeah, I get the energy of really stepping into your divine purpose with the Two of Swords. This isn't always about love for me. This is about soul purpose, in your soul's journey and being in alignment with that. And we have the Two and Three of Cups here. So it just feels like an energy of when you were telling yourself that you couldn't manifest the things that you want, when you were holding yourself back and wondering why your manifestations weren't coming in. Okay, it feels like a level of exhaustion that happened. It feels like you are very close to giving up. And sometimes in our soul's journey, it feels like we're giving up. And then when we get to that low moment, Spirit blesses us with whatever we're trying to manifest. And that's what I'm getting here. It's like, when you saw that something wasn't working, and you kept fighting for it, you kept trying to make it work, you kept trying to open yourself up to it, and then you realize like nothing was coming to fruition, nothing was growing, and it's like Spirit is going to bless you now with something, because you're like, okay, I see it's not working, I can't keep giving to this, I can't keep doing this, I can't keep living this way. Like I said, some of you are quitting a job. You were like, I have to choose me now, because everything keeps disappointing me, everything keeps hurting me. I'm looking for this new beginning, I'm looking for something stable, and it's not coming to me. Yeah, it was just a lot of instability for a long time. And when you finally said enough is enough, that puts you, because we saw the Emperor as well, so that puts you in balanced energy within yourself, because this whole journey is about us coming into balance with ourselves, balancing out our feminine and masculine energy within us. You're literally like, I'm going to choose me, I'm going to step into my full potential, I'm going to step into my full power, because I am a powerful manifester. I know that I could do this, right? Eight of Cups, walking away. You finally making that decision is going to bring in a beautiful blessing for you and put you in your divine purpose, what you're meant to do this lifetime. And it had to be you saying enough is enough. Like, yeah, Spirit put pressure on you to finally make this decision, but you ultimately had to make it so Spirit can tell you, yes, now you can have your stability, now you can have your growth. You had to see everything for what it truly was. Whatever the situation like is for you is going to be different for everyone, because it's a collective message, but it was something that weighed heavy on you, where you were blocking yourself, where you weren't paying attention, where your third eye was shut down. And the energy surrounding you, we have the Queen of Wands reverse. Spirit, please clarify that for me. Ace of Pentacles. Okay. All these cards are coming back around. The Lovers reverse can have heavy Scorpio or Gemini energy in your charts. The Emperor again could have a heavy Aries, and then we have the Star reverse, Aquarius energy. I said Aquarius earlier too. And the Ten of Wands. Whoever this Queen of Wands is, they could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. You let them go. With the Four of Pentacles in the reverse, the Star in the reverse, you knew that they were not in alignment with you. That, yeah, the Devil, Capricorn energy in the reverse, you're detaching from wherever this is. It wasn't balanced energy. Where you were trying to find balance, when you were trying to restructure your whole life, where you're trying to find that stability, whatever this Queen of Wands energy is for you in the reverse, it doesn't necessarily have to be a person, it could just be a situation, but whatever that is for you, you had to release it. You knew that you were going to find a new opportunity somewhere else with that Ace of Cups there. So like I said, stepping into your power. You knew it wasn't a part of your destiny or alignment, so the Ten of Wands, you're moving on, letting go of whatever this is. It could be you going through an ego death. We don't have death here, but we have the Queen of Wands in the reverse, and this could definitely be your ego. Like I said, it feels very balanced right now. Like you are seeing everything that was holding you back, no matter what the situation is. It just feels like a huge release. Like a part of me feels like this is ego, but it could be an energy around you that was very rooted in their ego. Like they just couldn't see clearly as you start to see clearly. One of those soulmates that was a lesson that wasn't meant to be in your life for a long period of time. But the Queen of Wands feels like ego death. Like you cutting cords with the ego and just coming in to balance ego. But like I said, it could be different for all of you. It could actually be your job. It could actually be a platonic or romantic relationship. But you cut it off because you're ready to live in your purpose. You're ready to live in true divine light and what you're meant to do this lifetime. In the challenge, we have the Ten of Cups. Spirit, please clarify that for me. The Ten of Cups. The Queen of Pentacles. The Four of Cups, the Six of Wands. Temperance, Sagittarius energy. The Wheel of Fortune, fixed sign energy. Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, and Leo. Ten of Pentacles, the Star, the Fool, Aries energy. Heavy on the Aquarius. Ten of Wands, Seven of Wands. After this major release, what does your future look like to you? After letting go of this imbalance, of this instability, after really facing your ego and facing truth, how do you move forward into your next chapter? What does that look like for you? What are you trying to manifest the new in your life right now? You realizing that this wasn't your end all be all, this isn't where you're going to leave your legacy, okay? How do you start anew? Because you are at judgment right now as your overall energy, and after judgment you get to the world, and then you start over as the Fool in a higher frequency because you learned all those lessons. And even justice is peeking out at me. Like I said, you guys are bringing in balance. After dealing with situations of not loving yourself or being loved by other people, because I think we saw the Six of Pentacles in reverse somewhere, right? After accepting less than and finally choosing to find your happiness, what does that look like for you moving forward in the future, collective? When you envision your life a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, what do you see? Because you don't want to live out of alignment again. You don't want to live in the energy of not healing again, is what I'm getting. Not living in your truth, not speaking your truth. Having people hold that power over you, or giving away your power to other people. So after facing this disappointment, after facing this loss, after letting go, what does your happiness look like to you? After you get back into balance, after going through this long period of time of not being in balance, what does your happiness look like to you? It's giving scripting, new manifestations. Because it feels like an energy of you could have so much better than where your mind is right now. Because it feels like your mind is on that heartbreak and that disappointment. But like I said, the readings have been very much shadow worky, like pushing through and learning so much about yourself after realizing or healing a lot of your traumatic experiences. In the potential outcome, we have the Three of Cups. Spirit, please clarify that for me. Thank you. The Knight of Pentacles. Look at that. I'm taking it upright because I will flip. The Star. The Moon. So Aquarius, Pisces, Cancer energy there. The Hermit reverse. I told you we were going to see a lot of majors. Virgo energy. The Seven of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, the World reverse, the Hierophant, the Emperor, and the Eight of Swords. The Two of Swords. You don't see something coming because I said that earlier when Obedience came out. I feel like you think that Spirit is isolating you, but Spirit is giving you time to figure out exactly what you need. It feels like you have to set new boundaries. It feels like you have to figure out how to connect to Spirit in this new light is what I'm getting. Like setting new intentions, setting new healthy boundaries. Like, what are my morals? What are my values moving forward? Like, what will I no longer accept? All right, because you are in balanced Empress energy, whether you feel like it or not. Yeah. And I'm getting with the Three of Cups, like connecting to soul family, soul tribe, star family with the stars on the top. Like, I feel like that's what you're moving into. It's going to take time, but Spirit is like, your destiny is here. And I know you feel isolated right now, but everything is hidden because you still have to figure out how to manifest this in. So whatever it was that you accepted in the past, whatever it was that you told yourself, yeah, learning something new, right? whatever you told yourself that you accepted because you love that person, or you value that friendship because you were friends with them for 10 plus years. But what about those relationships did you accept that you knew were less than, that they didn't respect your boundaries, that they didn't respect your beliefs? What about that will you no longer accept moving forward? Because it's giving an energy of you have to manifest something new. You're still learning, okay? But before you truly close this chapter, what is it that you want for yourself? And it could be anything. Like I said, it's giving like writing down your manifestations. When you meditate, try to envision a life that you really want for yourself moving forward. For some reason, the keys on the Hierophant card were standing out to me. Like I never even realized that there was keys at the Hierophant's feet. But it's like you could open that door, you could go through that portal, but before you do, how do you get in alignment here? Because the Hierophant is the higher version of the Emperor. So how do you honor that version of yourself? Like I said in the beginning, you guys are bringing your 5D self down into the 3D, whether you really see it or not. Like small manifestations could be coming in for you. Like, for example, at the time of this reading, Biden has paid off some of people's student loans. And yesterday I was cleaning my house and I was thinking about how I wanted to go back to school, but I didn't want to add more debt because I had student loan debt from a school that I didn't even graduate from. And I was like, I don't want to add more debt. I'm already deep in debt because of the school I chose to go to in, my teens. And I just don't want to deal with any more added debt. And then after I finished cleaning, I got an email saying that I was one of the people who didn't have to pay back their student loans. So my student loans are getting taken off of my credit. And that was just like, I didn't think I was going to be one of the ones. I didn't think that I was going to be one of the people in 222 on the timer right now. But I didn't think I was going to be one of the people that were chosen for that. I thought I was going to have to pay off that debt for the rest of my life and it roll over to my child, which I would never want, right? And so, and like I said, other little manifestations have been happening for me this whole week, which I know will come into something bigger the more I think bigger, is the energy. So is a similar energy to that. How, now that you're facing judgment, now you're at the door with your higher power, your soul team, tribe, star family, and you're sitting at that table, what do you want to manifest the most? How do you envision your life moving forward? Think big, because you deserve it. Especially if you've been doing the healing, you've been on this healing journey for a while. You've been doing the work for a while, whether it's been a year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, whatever. You deserve your happiness. You deserve your manifestation. So live it in that truth and don't ever doubt yourself. We always have to change that mindset, especially if we have that victim mindset. Like, oh, this always happens to me. Every time I put myself out there, I get hurt. We have to get out of that mindset. When you get hurt by something, you have to be like, you know what? That was a soul lesson. I was supposed to learn this, this, and that. I was supposed to have the soul growth from this. That's the mentality we have to be in. Because everything is a soul lesson. We could always play that victim mode and be like, this always happens to me. I never get the happiness I deserve. And once we get ourselves out of that, it's easier to bring in your manifestations. There's a reader. I don't think she has a YouTube, but she's on TikTok. And her name is Maxine, and I've brought her up before. And she does manifestation coaching. And I love her. She's awesome. If you feel called to check her out. Advice for the collective. Advice for the collective. Spirit. Thank you. I think the cards are just flying out of my hands because of these nails. The King of Swords, the Nine of Swords. All this sword energy. The Five of Swords reversed, the Eight of Swords. The Two of Cups reversed. That's too much. The Nine of Swords. You're going to get a fresh start in something. You're going to get an offer in something too. You really are. Like, it's going to happen for you. Just patience is needed. Two of Wands, Eight of Wands, the Five of Cups, the Ten of Wands, Queen of Wands, and the Two of Pentacles. The Devil reverse. Letting go of this and really detaching from this is really heavy on you. It's really, really heavy on you. You're starting to release it with the Five of Wands and the, not Five of Wands, but the Five of Swords in reverse and the Nine of Swords. Like, you're starting to release like that fear and holding on to it. But I feel like you were really deeply attached to whatever this is for a while. I think you really thought whatever it was, like, you probably thought you were going to live your whole life that way. You probably always thought that these people were going to be in your life, but you're standing firm on your decision. Like, Spirit is asking you to stand firm. It might be moving a little slow. You might be very hard on yourself right now for letting this energy go. Okay, but you made the best decision for you. Spirit is saying stick to it. Yeah, Justice, Libra energy. This brings balance. You close this karmic cycle that you're going through, okay? Spirit is like, I know it's scary right now because you've always lived this way. You've always dealt with these people. You've always lived your life very specifically, but it just feels like as you release this, as you let go of that stress, as you let go of this situation that's not in alignment with you, okay, everything is going to fall into place. Everything is going to go according to plan. Two of Wands. But you have to keep the faith. You have to stay confident in that decision, okay? So don't let your mental block or delay blessings for you, okay? Don't be so hard on yourself for cutting this off, or like, I'm getting moving away. So if you decided to like leave your state and you're moving away from your family and your family was very dependent on you, that's a part of their soul growth and yours. To learn how to live life without you always being around and being there, and you gaining some more independence or clarity being away from them. You know, it's like that type of energy. Advice for the collective. If you're not into oracles, I completely understand, and I will see you in the next reading if you're not. Advice for the collective. We have Star Brothers, Horus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, and trust. And then we have the Void, stop, embrace winter, great cosmic womb. And then I was saying connect more to your star family too. And you could resonate with that energy as well. Star Brothers is 106, so October 6th could be important to you. January 6th, the month of July. Someone could be 16 years old. I'm getting like in your past life you lived to 106. I don't know why I'm getting that. And you were just wisdom for your family in your past life is what I'm hearing. The Void is 116. January 16th. November 6 could be significant to you. The month of August. Okay. Star Brothers. You're more protected than you can imagine. It's safe to open the back of your heart. You're being called to be open to receiving a new level of support now. From those in your life and from the benevolent beings you're connected with. Through ancestral patterning, current life traumas, and past life impressions, many of us have become mistrustful and suspicious of loyalty and have blocked it and blocks when it comes to receiving support. We've learned that we need to go at life alone. That it's not safe to let our guard down and open our heart. That the world isn't a friendly place. The Star Brothers want you to have a new experience of life on Earth. They want you to feel deeply secure and safe. Excuse me. Even if you're going through a difficult time, they want you to hand over your fears to them, to see them as opportunities to let in more love. They're guiding you to open to stay open to receiving a greater level of support, I can't read today, than you can ever imagine, both in this world and beyond. Call in your team of loyal protectors and supporters, both physical and energetically. They want you to learn to soften through life's ups and downs and learn to open your heart, especially when it most wants to harden. How can you open yourself up to receiving more support? And I feel like I said, connecting more to your star family, connecting more to your ancestors, because it feels like that's where you're going to get most of your support right now because of this transition that you're going through. This huge ego death, this huge letting go of certain people, places, things. Like I said, some of you quit your job, but this is like, as you move through this transition, this is you having to trust your higher self. This is you having to trust your spirit team, your star family, whatever resonates with you, your higher power. This is like the energy of you having gone to church all year and now you're going back to church every Sunday type of thing. Just connect more to your higher power. It's something like that. If you're more spiritual, meditating and connecting, laying things on your altar, just trying to connect again to that energy and knowing that you're protected through that, because the 3D right now, it feels like it's going like bad. I want to say it feels like you don't have any support in the 3D, but you will. Like that three of cups is giving soul family, like your tribe is coming in. Okay, so we have the void. Everything and nothing exists in the void. It's where all life begins and ends. It's the winter and the womb, the fertile darkness where all things originate and all seeds grow. Comforting and intimidating, freeing and daunting. It can feel both overwhelmingly small and huge. The void is where faith lives. The message of the void is to surrender to the unknown, to allow the fertile darkness of nothing to nourish the new seeds growing within you. Regardless of whether you know what they'll one day become, you're being called to surrender to the mysteries of what's next, to rest and to allow the winter of your life to do the work for you, to hand over your control and trust that just because you can't see what's happening beneath the surface, it doesn't mean things aren't at work. The greatest weavings happen when we find a way to surrender and trust that our life is being knitted for us, right beneath the surface, in ways known and unknowable. Now is the time to cultivate faith and allow deep, deep rest. The void surfaces as the end of a chapter or life phase, when we're called to let go of all that we know and identify with, which was a huge message. When you're in the void, it can feel scary, as if you should be doing something. However, when this card appears, it's a sign that the most productive thing to do is relinquish control and surrender to the changing mysteries of your life. How you're being called to surrender to the unknown mysteries of your life. And that's what I'm saying. You feel isolated right now, but there's something that's a part of your destiny that's hidden from you in this energy. Like spirit is working, and this, you have to envision a new life for yourself. So like I said, this is about scripting, this is about manifesting, this is about meditating on those energies. That's what this is about right now in your journey. It's not like, oh, I have to be doing something, or I have to figure out the next step in my healing process, right? You've just gone through something really huge. It feels like energetically huge. It might not even look that huge of a difference in the 3D, but energetically it feels like you went through something huge. You went through a huge transformation, and you have to just let spirit do their thing right now, and you take time to really, manifest, work on those things, and like release that to the universe, because you have something that's a part of your destiny coming in, and it's slowly coming in, but you have to trust. And like I said, there's new manifestations that you need to work on, is what I'm getting heavily. Like you have to figure out what that next phase really looks like, but this is about focusing on the scripting part of it and not like going out there and doing something, if that makes sense. Advice for the collective. Thank you. Believe in the impossible. Be bold and make the first move. A personal issue reaches resolution. Cancer energy. Your commitments are being tested. It's time to take action. The energy is gaining momentum. Aries energy. And then expect powerful change. New moon eclipse on the bottom, which you are going to have a lot of change happen. Advice for the collective, spirit. Advice for the collective. Thank you. We have insight, number 13. January 3rd could be important to you. And we have soul mating on the bottom. So this is giving meditation, balancing the chakras, and very much connecting to your higher self. So this could be not just the first seven chakras, but this could also be connecting to the higher chakras, which is 8 through 12, which is connecting to higher self, which is connecting to divine wisdom, intergalactic wisdom as well, especially if you resonate with being a starseed. It feels like you're going to get some type of truth through that. Like I said, connecting to those higher frequencies is going to help a lot with you on this phase of your journey right now. Advice for the collective. Advice for the collective. If you're new here, I haven't said this in a while, but I usually read these as self-love. Sometimes I read it as love, since I don't feel called to do a love reading this week. We have true love. This is a romance of a lifetime. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. You deserve love. You are lovable. We have flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. And pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. We have honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together and getting to know each other. As you reveal your inner selves to each other, your bonding business. This is giving, like, take yourself out on a date. This is getting to learn who you are now that you're not dealing with past trauma, past hurt. This is like getting to know you again in this new phase. What does this version of you like? What does this version of you, don't like? When you go on a solo date, do you like being in a restaurant by yourself? Do you want to watch a movie by yourself? Do you want to go on longer walks? Do you want to read different types of books? Do you want to dive into spirituality? Do you want to be a tarot reader? Like, finding these new things out about yourself and not going back to old things that you knew that weren't sustaining you or feeding your soul. What does this new version of you like? And what do you know that you don't want to go back to? Well, pay attention to the red flags. For some of you, this is like, if you're starting to talk to somebody new, which I'm not really getting that too heavy, but just pay attention to the things that you don't want. Does this match up with what you look for in a person, in a divine counterpart? Is this what you're looking for? Because we do have soul mating here, but this is more about you being in balance with yourself. Like when I saw the Emperor and the Empress in this reading today, ooh, that thunder was loud. I'm taking that as confirmation. But when I saw the Emperor and the Empress today, that was about you. That wasn't about a divine counterpart. That was about you being in balance with you. You being very much in your feminine and masculine energy and giving to yourself and loving yourself. Advice for the collective. Advice. We have cosmic ocean, current dreams, future realities, new beginnings. And then look, we have cleansing on the bottom, which I wholeheartedly think that's what you're doing. Releasing the old, energetic tune-up, new beginnings. So you have new beginnings twice. And that's definitely what you guys are going through right now. Okay, cosmic ocean is number 76. So July, August, something could be happening around that time. Like you could be going through a huge transition. So like a Leo Virgo season. Leo Virgo, what is it? Yeah, Leo and Virgo and Libra, I think. If I got that right. But that's going into September. Yeah. So Leo Virgo season. You could be going through a huge transition, or all your manifestations, or the start of your manifestations could be coming in around that time. Okay. Water features in the creation stories of countless cultures across the globe. perhaps more so than any other natural substance or mystery, echoing through the symbolic narratives about the birth of the world and the notions that everything originated from water. Many creations myth speaks of life arising from the primordial waters or the great cosmic ocean. The Rig Veda, the oldest Indian sacred text, states that creation began with the darkness where all was an unrecognizable salty ocean, and that the ancient Babylonians of Mesopotamia, in the beginning, there was both salty waters and sweet waters which merged to create the gods. And many creation myths, transformation and emergence occur in the places where natural elements overlap. While Celtic mythology doesn't have a specific creation, there is the fable of Iocha. I think I'm saying that right. A white mare born from a foam where the sea met the land before time began. This is a card of promise, hope, and new beginnings. What dreams are making their way into your consciousness? What is it that you're dedicated to creating? While the manifestation may not be imminent, time will bring things into fruition. Trust in the whispering dreams of your destiny. Just as the new beginnings of a stream may one day flow into the vast ocean, something new is beckoning to be born. So dare deep and wide. Dream your future into reality. What's the biggest dream you have that even you are yet to admit? This one was so perfect for this whole reading. Like, this oracle was perfect, and I was feeling called because I kept feeling water energy for you guys. And like I said, it's about emotion, it's about love, it's also about creativity. I'm getting that you guys are having dreams of, like, you could think it's probably a parallel universe, alternate timeline, wherever it is, but you are dreaming about what you want your life to be, and you need to be scripting that. Advice for the collective. I just think that oracle was so perfect. I really do. We have doubt. I release the need to know all the answers. We have surrender. I release my need to control. We have failure. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. Have happiness. I am aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. We have blame. I expect responsibility for my well-being. And look what we have that fell out. This card didn't come out, but I was feeling death, right? Because I was saying you guys are going through a rebirth, right? So we have death. I'm learning the endings are merely beginnings, and then we have freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. I feel like you guys had all this energy of, like, putting other people's happiness for, like, say you love making people happy, like you do things to make people around you happy, right? But at the same time, when you didn't do those specific things, you got blamed. You felt like a failure when things didn't go the way that you hoped it would go. Like, say you gave so much and then, like, it was your birthday, or if it was like Valentine's Day, and you didn't even receive half of that love back that you gave out, and you felt like you did something wrong because you were like, well, I gave such and such this, and I did that for this person, and they're not doing that for me. I must not have done enough. Like, that type of energy, and that's not what that is. You're releasing that. You're releasing that and surrendering. So all that unhealthy energy that you put on yourself, okay, that's no more. Like, I just feel like you're not that person anymore. Like, you're not living in that energy anymore. You're not accepting that anymore. And some of you, it's probably really hard to get out of that mindset, to get out of that frequency, but you don't even realize how much you're balancing yourself as you face that shadow, as you face that truth, as you do the work on yourself. And like I said, it's going to feel lonely at times, but you're never really alone, because you have your star team with you. You have your spirit team with you. You have your star brothers and sisters by your side as you do this, okay? You are never truly alone. Your higher power is always with you. Advice for the collective. Thank you, Spirit. We have message in a bottle number 15. And it's raining where I'm at right now, so like cleansing, you know? Okay, message in a bottle. Communication, a sign. The ancient, it says, Claydon, the ancient name for a spontaneous oracle delivered innocently by the speaker, pointing the way to your highest good. Spirit sends you signs when you ask for them, and when you believe you will receive them. And when you allow yourself to become fluent in the language of symbols, oracles, and omens. They may come to you as a bird flying by, a logo on a truck, and a song on the radio. Expect confirmation that you're pointed in the right direction. Keep your ears open. For some might say that the right thing that will give you the answers to your query. Today, your message is this: Spirit hears you, and the reply is favorable. Yeah, so you might start seeing a lot of frequencies. You might be starting to see a lot of synchronicities. So just pay attention to that. When you start to see a bunch of them, that's Spirit just letting you know that you're doing the right thing, that you're on the right path. So if you have been questioning yourself about letting go of specific energies, moving, getting a new job, and that's been heavy on your mind, and you've been seeing angel numbers everywhere, butterflies, you know, ladybugs, you know, spiritual signs, just take that as confirmation from Spirit that you're doing the right thing and you're leading a soul-led life. Advice for the collective. We have abundance, we have wait, and we have no with the exclamation point. So if you had a yes or no question, Spirit is saying no, like not at all. Ask for help from others. Meditation brings answers, which heavy on that. Ask your angels. I love how those came out together. And then look for a sign. I feel like there's so much synchronicity around you, and you might not have seen it because of how blocked you were recently. I kind of want to clarify that no, just to make sure. I usually clarify if Spirit gives it to me twice, but I just feel called to. Spirit, why is no here? Why is no here? I have 6 of Cups. The 4 of Swords. The Ace of Wands and the 3 of Swords. The 9 of Pentacles, the Devil. Yeah, no more betraying yourself. If you... Yeah, the Emperor showed back up. Standing in your true power. Okay? Choosing you first in the healthiest manner possible. Don't try to keep something in your life with the 6 of Cups just because it's always been there for you. Okay? This could just be honoring your inner child, because it feels like this energy has always given you a bunch of traumatic experiences. It could even be inner child with the 6 of Cups. Spirit is saying you keep trying to heal this, and it keeps stressing you out, because the 4 of Cups could be about stress. I mean, the 4 of Swords could be about stress. You keep trying to heal something with this energy that's been a part of your life for so long, and it's like Spirit is saying no more. You have to heal yourself first. We have the pre-Empress energy with the 9 of Pentacles. It's about you gaining independence and trusting yourself. You have to release this, because it's just caused you nothing but unhappiness. You haven't lived in your truth or spoken your truth. It feels like you're like a newborn, and you're starting to have all these experiences as you get older, right? Like, you learn how to talk, you learn how to walk, you know, really seeing colors and seeing things more solid as you grow. This is a whole new experience for you. But Spirit is saying no more holding on to this. You have a new beginning coming, a more healed new beginning that is meant for you without whatever this energy is. Like I said, it could be a person that you're letting go of. It could be a way of living that you're letting go of. A job. It's going to be different for all of you, but it has to be let go. You can't keep giving it chances, because there's no growth in it, and it's always hurting you or always putting a burden on you. It's very heavy. Okay? but it needs to be let go of. You need to be in this new version of yourself, in this more healed version, on this higher frequency of yourself, for things to truly align. Like spirit is setting you up for your highest timeline, and you have to choose to accept or walk down that path. Advice for the collective. I breathe in love and exhale fear. And look at that. I am allowed to say no. I'm telling you. And that could you just be saying no to that person. The no with the exclamation point could just be you needing to tell that energy, like, I cannot accept this anymore. I accepted it in the past because I didn't know my worth, and now I know my worth, and I can't do this anymore. Like, it's giving that type of energy, okay? This is about you choosing you. Wholeheartedly about you choosing you, and you choosing that path to destiny, you choosing that path to alignment, okay? This was a really deep one. And I hope it helped, and I hope it resonated. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate every single one of you for being here with me and making it to the end of my reading. If you feel called to book a personal, like I said in the beginning, all the information is in the description box below. You guys stay safe, you guys stay blessed, and I will see you in the next reading.